the photograph used to be the reference point. Right. You know, the girl is napalmed in Vietnam, there's something wrong with that war. It was right there. It wasn't an argument the way it is today about whether some atrocity happened. We knew it. And so has the photograph then been diminished into just, this is my opinion kind of image, your opinion kind of image? Is that where we're at?
Well, I think so. That I think in some ways the words are trumping images in this election cycle for sure, because of, well, I think if nothing else, just Twitter, the way it has become so important, mainly because of how Trump is using it, and the fact that the media reacts to it and amplifies it. You know, that this is a problem, that the media, I think, is somewhat lost, mainstream media, and now, like, they don't know, they're not the thought leaders anymore. Maybe they never were, but they're certainly not now, and they're in this reactive mode. And I find this, you know, I'm on the road so much, I'm always watching like CNN in hotel rooms, and I'm amazed how literally every time I turn the TV on, the first word is Trump. And it's like there's no sense of a measure of what should we be talking about. It's all this reactive thing. So in some ways, I think mainstream media has become further delegitimized, at least in this election cycle, and that words are more important than images.
I think so too. I think Trump consumes all of us. He draws you in. He knows how to deal with the masses of the people. And we're kind of like, I was told when I was on the ground by an Alaska delegate, she said most people, which is the masses of the people, are not critical thinkers, they're followers.
In Iowa, the movement around Senator Sanders was extraordinary. The crowds that he had, you know, and one of these images is included in the show, photo from the University of Iowa. He was drawing thousands and thousands of people to his rallies, and I remember, you know, I was telling colleagues, like, I'd long studied Thomas Piketty and the economist Thomas Piketty and Emmanuel Saez, and you know, I was like, wow, now we have a public face to, like, you know, these you know, great thinkers that I've long admired, and I'm telling all my colleagues, like, and they're like, but it's not represented in, you know, and my work, and that work wasn't being used all that much. Actually, it was being used more in Europe, the work, especially of Sanders. I'll just be completely candid. And, you know, especially CNN and other, you know, they were like, you're telling us there are all these people at Bernie Sanders events, but he barely gets a mention. We don't believe you. People are actually telling me, like, I'm like, no, you gotta come. You guys really should come. But so there's, yeah. I mean, we can get into all the reasons why that is, you know, but we'd be here all night.
But I think it's kind of historic on this panel, just to try to point it out, because I've done a few panels, that we have three truly extraordinary image makers who are all agreeing that the words are more important.
I don't have a problem with that.
But that said, even when, you know, if we're talking about Trump here, you know, what he says, you know, it's on tape, and then he just says, no, I didn't say that. And it doesn't matter, like, that. It's the fact checkers then say, no, here it is, you did say it. You said, and he's like, no, it doesn't matter. So I'm still skeptical of words.